Have you ever stopped to think that some foods you consume daily could be shortening your life? It sounds alarming, I know, but the truth is that many of the ingredients present in our modern diet have been linked by scientific studies to inflammatory processes, premature aging, and even chronic diseases. And the worst part, many times these foods are disguised as healthy, making it even harder to identify them. Today we're going to reveal the 5 foods that science has banned, those that, according to experts, you should avoid at all costs if you want to increase your life expectancy and live healthier. The goal of this video is simple: to help you understand what these villains are hiding in your pantry and how to replace them with options that are truly beneficial for your body. Why is this important? Because as we reach our 40s and beyond, we begin to realize that our past food choices have a direct impact on our present and future. It's not just about losing weight or having energy for everyday life. It's about longevity. It's about ensuring that you have a better quality of life, fewer illnesses, and more years of vitality. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity to click the subscribe button right now. That way you won't miss any valuable content about preventative health and longevity. Everything we share here is designed especially for people like you who want to live longer and better. The good news: with small changes to your diet, you can significantly reduce your exposure to toxins and inflammation, 2 of the main factors that accelerate aging. So stick with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to show you not only what to avoid, but also how to make smart swaps that will transform your health. And before we get into the details, it's worth remembering, knowledge is power. Knowing what these foods do to your body will give you the control you need to make more informed decisions. Now let's better understand how food directly influences longevity and why this connection is so crucial. Now that you know that there are foods that can shorten your life, it's important to understand how this happens. After all, we're not just talking about weight gain or lack of energy. We're talking about something much deeper: the direct impact of these foods on the aging of your body and the development of chronic diseases. The key to understanding this connection lies in a process called chronic inflammation. You've probably heard of inflammation, right? It's our body's natural response to injury or infection. For example, when you cut your finger, the area becomes red and swollen. That's acute inflammation, and it's essential for healing. The problem starts when that inflammation becomes chronic. Chronic inflammation is like a slow fire inside your body. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't show up right away, but it's there, damaging your organs, tissues, and cells over time. And guess what's one of the biggest culprits in this process? Food. Yes, the foods you eat on a daily basis can be the fuel for this silent fire. Studies show that certain ingredients in ultra-processed and refined foods trigger chemical reactions in the body that promote inflammation. These foods are high in refined sugars, trans fats, preservatives, and other artificial compounds that our bodies simply aren't designed to process properly. As a result, they create oxidative stress, an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body, which accelerates cellular aging and increases the risk of diseases like diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. Additionally, many of these foods contain substances that put a strain on vital organs, such as the liver and kidneys. For example, excess sodium in processed foods can lead to high blood pressure and harm cardiovascular health. Artificial colors and preservatives can put a strain on the liver, hindering its ability to eliminate toxins from the body. But here's the kicker: not all bad foods are obvious. Some of them are hidden in packages that promise health or energy. Have you ever seen those juice boxes labeled 100% natural, or that whole grain bread that seems like a healthy choice? Often these products contain hidden additives and sugars that do more harm than good. That's why this video was created, to solve this problem: the lack of knowledge about the real villains in our diet. When you know what to avoid, it becomes much easier to make informed decisions that benefit your health in the long run. And don't worry, because we're not just going to point out the problems, we're going to show you practical solutions. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the 5 foods that science prohibits, and more importantly, how to replace them with options that nourish your body and help you live longer and better. Before we dive into these foods, think about this: every food choice you make is like a small investment in your future. Choosing anti-inflammatory, nutrient-rich foods is like putting money into a savings account for your health. Now, let's find out which villains you need to eliminate from this equation. Food 1: refined sugars. If you've ever heard the phrase "sugar is poison," you're right, especially when it comes to refined sugars. But what exactly are refined sugars? They're processed forms of sugar, like table sugar, sucrose, and high fructose corn syrup that can be found in just about everything. From soda to candy to cookies and sauces to seemingly harmless foods like bread and yogurt, the problem with refined sugars is that they wreak havoc on your body. When you consume these sugars, your blood glucose levels skyrocket, leading to insulin spikes. Over time, this constant cycle of highs and lows can lead to insulin resistance, a major precursor to type 2 diabetes. Additionally, refined sugar promotes chronic inflammation, contributing to heart disease, obesity, and even premature skin. Aging. Another worrying point is that refined sugar is highly addictive. It activates the same reward centers in the brain as drugs like cocaine, making you crave more and more. This explains why it's so hard to stop eating that bag of cookies once you've opened it. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to eliminate all sweets from your life. There are healthy alternatives that can satisfy your taste buds without harming your health. Try natural sweeteners like stevia, xylitol, or erythritol, which don't cause insulin spikes. Another delicious option is to use fresh fruits like strawberries, apples, or bananas to sweeten your recipes or smoothies. And now I want to hear from you. Did you know about the impacts of refined sugar on your health? Let me know in the comments if you have ever tried to reduce your sugar intake and what your experience was like. Your story may inspire others here in the video. Next, let's talk about another villain hidden in our diet: industrialized vegetable oils. These oils are present in practically all processed foods and have a devastating impact on our bodies. Stay with me to understand why you should avoid them. Food 2. Industrialized vegetable oils. You've probably heard that fats are essential for the body, right? But not all fats are created equal. While healthy fats, like those found in extra virgin olive oil and avocados, have incredible benefits for your heart and brain, processed vegetable oils are on the opposite end of the spectrum. These oils, like soybean, corn, canola, and sunflower oils, are highly processed and widely used in the food industry. They're cheap, have a long shelf life, and are found in just about everything from potato chips to snack foods to sauces and margarines to baked goods. The problem is that they're high in omega-6, a type of fatty acid that, when consumed in excess, promotes chronic inflammation in the body. Additionally, the process of extracting these oils involves intense heat and chemicals, which generates harmful compounds such as toxic aldehydes, especially when heated during cooking. These compounds can damage your cells, contribute to premature aging, and increase your risk of heart disease and cancer. But don't worry, there are much healthier alternatives. Replace these oils with options like extra virgin olive oil, which is rich in antioxidants and omega-3s, or coconut oil, which is stable at high temperatures and has anti-inflammatory properties. Another excellent choice is ghee, clarified butter, which is delicious and easy to use on a daily basis. If you're starting to realize how these villains are hidden in practically everything we eat, you're not alone. So I ask you to do me a favor. If you're finding this content useful and want more people to understand the impacts of these foods, give this video a like right now. This helps the algorithm spread this information to more people who can benefit from it. Now that we've covered the dangers of processed vegetable oils, let's move on to the next villain: processed meat. You'll find out why foods like bacon, sausages, and cold cuts could be putting your health at risk. Food 3. Processed meat. If you love bacon for breakfast or can't resist a sausage sandwich, I need to warn you, these foods could be putting your health at risk. Processed meat, which includes products like sausage, ham, salami, pepperoni, and even cold cuts labeled light, is one of the biggest villains identified by science when it comes to longevity. But why is processed meat so harmful? The problem starts with the ingredients used to preserve it. Nitrates and nitrites, chemical additives widely used in the food industry, are known to transform into carcinogenic compounds in the human body, especially when heated or consumed in excess. Studies show that regular consumption of processed meat is associated with a significant increase in the risk of bowel cancer, as well as cardiovascular disease. Another worrying factor is the high sodium content present in these foods. Excess salt can lead to high blood pressure, overload the heart, and increase the risk of kidney disease. And to make matters worse, many of these meats are prepared with low-quality fats, which further contribute to inflammation and weight gain. Fortunately, there are delicious and healthy alternatives. If you enjoy animal protein, opt for fresh meats like organic chicken, omega-3 rich fish like salmon, and sardines, or lean cuts of red meat. For those who prefer vegetarian options, plant-based proteins like lentils, chickpeas, and tofu are excellent substitutes that will keep you feeling full and provide essential nutrients. This information could completely change the way you view these foods that are so common in our daily lives. So if you agree that everyone should know about the dangers of processed meat, give this video a like right now. Sharing this content could literally save lives. Now, let's talk about another villain that many people consume without realizing its harmful impacts: ultra-processed drinks. You will understand why soft drinks, artificial juices, and energy drinks can be real poisons for your body. Food 4. Ultra-processed drinks. Have you ever stopped to think about what you are actually drinking when you drink a soda, juice, or energy drink? Ultra-processed drinks are true Trojan horses in our diet. They seem harmless, but they are full of ingredients that can cause serious damage to your body over time. The main culprit in these drinks is refined sugar, which we've discussed before. A single glass of soda can contain up to 10 teaspoons of sugar, far more than the World Health Organization's recommended daily intake. Not only does this excess sugar trigger insulin spikes and inflammation, it also puts a strain on the liver, leading to what's known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. But the problem doesn't stop there. Many of these drinks contain artificial colors, preservatives, and acidifiers that disrupt the body's acid-base balance. This can weaken bones, increase the risk of kidney stones, and even compromise the health of the digestive system. And if you think that diet or sugar-free versions are safer, know that the artificial sweeteners used in these products, such as aspartame, have been linked to metabolic disorders and even changes in the gut microbiome. Now, here's the good news. There are delicious and healthy alternatives to quench your thirst without compromising your health. Plain water is always the best choice, but you can also spice it up with slices of lemon, ginger, or mint to give it a refreshing touch. Natural unsweetened teas are another great option, as is fresh coconut water, not the kind from the industrial carton. If you love juices, invest in homemade recipes made with fresh fruit and without added sugar. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these ultra-processed drinks do you consume most often? Let us know in the comments if you have tried to reduce your consumption of these drinks and what your experience was like. Your story may motivate others to make positive changes too. Next, let's explore the last villain on this list, but no less important: ultra-processed products. They're everywhere and could be silently sabotaging your health. Food 5. Ultra-processed products. Finally, we come to the big villain hidden on practically every supermarket shelf: ultra-processed products. If you've ever eaten stuffed cookies, packaged snacks, instant noodles, or even those gourmet frozen foods that promise convenience, you know that you're dealing with foods that could be slowly shortening your life. But what exactly are ultra-processed products? They are industrialized foods that go through multiple manufacturing processes and contain a long list of artificial ingredients, such as preservatives, colorings, flavorings, stabilizers, and chemical additives. Not only are these ingredients difficult to pronounce, they are also difficult for our bodies to process. The result? Metabolic chaos. The main concern with these products is that they are designed to be highly palatable, i.e. addictive. They stimulate reward centers in the brain, making you want to eat more and more, even when you're already full. Additionally, many of these foods are high in unhealthy fats, refined sugars, and sodium, which directly contribute to chronic inflammation, weight gain, and metabolic disease. Another alarming point is that ultra-processed foods tend to be low in essential nutrients. They take up space in your diet, but they don't provide the vitamins, minerals, or antioxidants that your body needs to function well. This creates a dangerous cycle. You eat a lot, but you're still nutritionally starved. Fortunately, there is a way to avoid this trap. Instead of resorting to processed snacks, opt for natural options such as nuts, almonds, dried fruits, without added sugar, or homemade protein bars. To replace ready-made frozen meals, try preparing your own meals at home and freezing them in individual portions. This way, you will have convenience without compromising your health. With that, we conclude our list of the 5 foods banned by science. But before we move on to the next topic, I want to reinforce something important. Avoiding these foods is not only about eliminating toxins from your body, but also about investing in a longer, healthier, and more energetic life. Now, let's talk about how small changes in your diet can completely transform your health and quality of life. Now that you know the 5 foods that science says are forbidden, it's time to reflect on the impact these choices have on your life. These hidden villains aren't just in your pantry. They could be silently sabotaging your health, contributing to chronic inflammation, premature aging, and even serious diseases. But here's the most important thing: you have the power to change that. Avoiding these foods does not mean giving up pleasure or convenience in your diet. On the contrary, by replacing them with healthy and natural options, you will be investing in a future with more energy, fewer illnesses, and a much longer life. Imagine yourself in 10, 20, or even 30 years, full of vitality, enjoying special moments with your family and friends. This is the true benefit of making conscious decisions today. But for this change to happen, you need to take action. Start small, read labels more carefully, avoid buying processed foods, and try simple and delicious homemade recipes. Remember, every choice counts. Swapping that soda for water with lemon or replacing processed snacks with nuts may seem like a simple gesture, but over time, these small decisions add up to big results. And guess what? You don't have to do this alone. Sharing this knowledge can inspire others to also pursue a healthier lifestyle. So I urge you, share this video right now with someone you love who needs this information. The more people who know about the dangers of these foods, the greater the positive impact we can make together. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button now. This way you'll ensure you don't miss any valuable content about preventative health and longevity. Our goal here is to bring you science-based information to help you live longer and better. And of course, give this video a like if it brought you something useful. This helps the algorithm spread this message to more people. Before I wrap up, I want to leave you with one last challenge. Which of these 5 foods will you eliminate first? Leave your answer in the comments and how you plan to make this change. Your story may inspire other people here in the video to take the first step too. We are coming to the end of this content, but before we do, I want to leave you with a final message. The journey towards longevity begins today with the small choices you make in your diet. Now, let's end with a motivating reflection so that you leave this video ready to take action. We've reached the end of this video, but I hope it left you with something very important. Nutrition is one of the pillars of longevity. The foods you choose every day have the power to nourish your body or accelerate processes that shorten your life. And now, with the information we've shared here, you're better prepared to make informed decisions that benefit your health in the long run. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. You don't have to eliminate all the bad foods at once. Start with small changes. Swap refined sugar for stevia, opt for natural snacks instead of processed ones, or try new homemade recipes. Every step you take toward a healthier diet is an investment in your future. And guess what? You don't have to go through this journey alone. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button right now. That way you'll have access to more content like this, packed with practical science-based tips to help you live longer and better. Plus, by subscribing, you'll be joining a community committed to preventative health and well-being. Before we say goodbye, I want to emphasize that every food choice is an opportunity to transform your health. The decision to avoid toxins and inflammation starts today with you. Imagine yourself at 80, 90, or even 100 years old, full of energy and living incredible moments. This vision can be your reality. Just start now. Thank you so much for watching this far. Your time and attention means a lot to me, and I hope you found this video helpful. In future videos, we'll explore more health-related topics, such as strategies to strengthen your immune system, simple exercises for busy people, and more. So stay tuned and stay tuned for more content. Until the next video, take care of yourself, and remember, you deserve to live a long, healthy, and vital life. See you soon.